Even a little extra.
When residential goes down, commercial usually goes up, so.
Yeah,
I don't know.
and then it's 2018.
Or is it?
Yeah, they don't have anything
Oh,
for higher.
what are they doing residential on?
I haven't really read much in the residential.
Yes. Just get yourself a survey, didn't print right, you can look out all those.
They just- They don't worry about it.
They're both looking everything, not residential though.
Yeah.
It's like required.
No, the residential stuff, a lot better than the commercial. A lot of it's fire,
Yeah,
fire rating stuff.
That's the big part of it. It's there.
There are four of you. Which is a quorum, so you can proceed if you like.
How about for
Keith is up there.
them?
I know Bob is not coming.
how about Cynthia?
Cindy
Hello,
is,
I'm here.
and Joan has not told me that she's not coming, so I'm expecting both of them.
Well, if they're the only ones here,
Yeah.
who wants to do it? Let's call the meeting to order. I thought Cindy was gonna bring a presentation on lawns.
She does have, I think she probably wants to add that to the agenda, so you might wanna make a motion to add the grant discussion to the agenda.
But she's not gonna be here.
I think she's gonna be here, she
Oh.
hasn't told me that she's not coming, she just is not here right now. Unless
Well, I
she's watching the door, so.
We'll give her 3.5 minutes. There's one. There she is. Hello. Yeah.
Now, I still want to
You can sit over there.
what?
You can sit over here if you want.
Is it
And you're gonna be spread out. Jones not gonna go. No. What's that? Oh, go ahead. Let me write that down. Okay. How about we do a roll call?
Don't eat them. Don't what?
Here,
Cindy Nealon,
here.
Keith Crosser,
Here,
Mark Reynolds,
Here.
Bob Hamilton, Frank Ganser.
Sure.
She had a quorum without me.
Yeah. We just wanted to wait for it.
Oh, isn't that nice of you?
You had an addition to the agenda, correct?
Yes, I'd like to put on the CLG grant, approval.
Okay. Anybody else have anything? Okay, anybody here for audience business? Well, let's have an approval of the agenda, let's start that. Can we have a motion to approve the agenda?
I move to approve the agenda with the amendment.
Okay, second,
Second.
all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
hi.
Anybody here for audience business? If no, we'll just go right ahead. To,
Mr. Sponge.
11110 Main Street, John.
I do have one note before you go, that John is going before the board of selectmen next Tuesday to get an easement for this. He's already been approved by the planning commission, so I asked that your approval, if you decide to approve tonight, that you make it conditional upon the easement being granted.
We can do that.
An encroachment easement,
Grocery.
we should note that it is an encroachment easement because
All
those
right,
remain reversible whenever the town wishes to reverse them.
hey, John, state your name for the record and address, please.
John Sprung, 1110 Main Street.
And tell us about what you're doing, sir.
Yep, so putting a fence along only the north side of 1110, which actually is sort of a lot and 3/4. And so there's photos, you can see the gray house is 1112 Main Street, and the greenhouse is 1110. And so putting a 88-foot long fence along the north side. Which includes 13 foot of encroachment into the town right away.
Out front.
Out front.
Into, Main Street.
Right. And then 56 feet, the rear 56 feet would be 6 feet tall. Up to the primary facade of 1110 Main Street. And then the front 32 feet would be 4 feet tall.
To keep the cat in.
Yes. And then future animal. Yeah, be a basic cedar thicket privacy fence.
Okay, so. This is the width out and this is the width,
Right. Before and after.
the before and after.
And then there's sort of a close up on the front page and back from the street view.
Okay, where does it drop to 4 feet? Just across the front or as it comes towards the front of the house?
Just across the front portion that's in front of the facade. Kind of where that tree is, it's the dividing line there. It marks sort of the facade of the greenhouse, at least for the survey.
What happens if the township say no?
Would be sort of an ineffective fence, that's why I'm asking for the encroachment, just by the way you look at it. Sort of this piece of land where if you can only build the 75 feet of fence, there's just a whole, gaping 13 foot in front of it, so. That's what I'm
I get that, but what I'm trying to sort of get at is if they should happen to say no, is
Yeah.
there a fence that you still want? Because if we make it contingent
Sure,
upon them saying yes, and they say no, I'm trying to make it so you could still have a fence without coming back to us.
yeah, I may have to think about, I probably still build it up to the 75 foot. If the encroachment were to be denied, I suppose,
You would do the same fence, but at the,
13 foot shorter,
at this 13 feet. Well, shorter on the north,
yeah,
same on the other,
and nothing on the other sides, it's a north only fence.
this is a north only fence. And it would just be 13 feet shorter. Okay,
Okay,
got it.
how about,
Sidings.
silence if you want?
Where's the sidings? Book 2, book 3. Fences. The amount, always going through. This is something. Some fences like that. Page 81. Okay, am I in the right book? Yeah. Okay, we're in, book 3, chapter 11. Section 2. A,
What page, Johnson?
81. Says that a fence should be transparent, allowing views into the site, but that's only to the fence that's in front of the site, basically.
Okay.
So, yeah. So a fence should be simple in character. There are no gates to this fence because it's just a property line fence on one side. B, the appropriate fence material will include wood, iron, wire, stone, plants. And A 3, which says that a fence it says for screening or an animal closure, but essentially it's anything that should be, is behind the building, located behind the building, maybe 6 feet. And A2, it should not exceed 4 feet in height in the front right facade. You got it? Mm-hmm. Thank you. That's it. Should find the bridge code.
How about a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve with sightings stated.
Okay. Second. Okay. All those in favor say aye.
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 Which? Thank you, Keith. Which board does this go before? With the adjustment.
Went
No,
before planning already,
it went to,
and then just has to go to selectmen, next week.
yes,
For-
because it's been
for
close.
development.
I think that the motion should show, and maybe should have said, that if the encroachment license is not granted. Like one of our stipulations we discussed was the fence may be built up to the property line
Okay.
as presented. So that he doesn't want to turn around and come back.
We'll make a motion, we'll adjust our motion about that.
That works.
Right. Everybody in favor of that?
Aye.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Brian.
Thanks. Thank you, John. It's a different subject. I have a whole bunch of Volvo brochures for you with I thought,
No, for sure.
okay, I'll get it by the house. For next month.
Sound good, thank you.
Right.
Okay.
How about staff updates?
Okay,
This KG.
we are working on a code of conduct that will apply to all elected and appointed officials, so that will include you. Cricket will be sending that out to you if she hasn't already.
She did.
She did, okay. And the board of selectmen will be reviewing that next Tuesday, so if you could read it, let me know if you have any comments. Actually, let Bridget know if you have any comments.
Are we supposed to sign off on that individually, or we just do it as a group?
The board of selectmen is going to be adopting it, so we want your
We don't get
input.
it.
We don't get to it, we just have to.
302. That's how it is.
Okay,
But your input, if you have suggested changes, might be considered at the meeting,
all
so.
right, so it looked pretty good.
It might be procedurally appropriate for our next meeting to formally appoint Keith as a full member of the Design Review Commission.
We don't do that. The board of selectmen has to.
The Board of Selectmen appointed him to the commission already when he was originally appointed. I think it would make sense for you to recommend that he be a full member. He's on the board, the Board of Selectmen has put him on the DRC already.
Seriously? They
Like-
can't. It was full.
He
can
was
grant
added to the.
He's
Design
added
Commission
as an alternate,
Yes,
and I think they have to move, but it's okay, I'll be very happy to say, it's okay, that's just a piece of stuff,
I think we can work through it.
yeah.
yeah, he's a voting member right now, so I think it would make sense for you to take a motion to,
Make him a full.
yes.
Sorry.
And we can take it back to the Board of Selectmen if, I'll ask Jerry if he thinks that's necessary, but he is already on the Design Review Commission as the alternate, so,
As an alternate, yes.
yes.
All right,
The development project, there's a development project on Argentine, I just wanna give you a heads up about, so that they're starting that work of talking to us for planning and zoning. They are working on utilities and things like that, it's supposed to be multifamily or a hotel, I'm not totally sure yet what it is, because they haven't submitted their full plans, I just wanted to let you know about it as we're starting to,
Where on Argent?
next to the Crazy Horse,
oh, okay,
so,
it's just the same gentleman who was doing it before,
I don't know who was doing it before.
Deschamps?
Nasir It's Nasir, if you know him.
this year.
Yes, that's him.
So, yeah, so he's working on submitting.
Is he aware that we at one point along the line did approve a small hotel in that area?
I don't know. I was not aware of that, so it's not something I have told him.
If you pulled the property file on that property, because that might. That's really good commercial area, and that might be something that then could interest him. Where does the town stand on the Crazy Horse?
It is still in progress.
Okay,
The Parks Commission, I think I already told you about this, but there is a signage program they're putting together that will come in front of you at some point for the parks. And I think we're gonna be discussing the grants that you're proposing is for to update the DRC guidelines, right? That's the grant I'm looking at. So just wanted to mention that too. And then the comprehensive plan is also in the budget for the planning commission to redo this year. So they'll be working on that, which will be coming in front of you for this year.
What was that one?
The comprehensive plan,
Okay, are they thinking about doing an update?
yes, it's
Are
10
they-
years old, so we'll
What?
be. It's 10 years old this year,
Yeah, it is.
so we'll be working on an update,
Are they thinking about hiring somebody to assist them?
yes. And it might not be, depending on how much it costs compared to how much we budgeted, it might not be an entirely new comprehensive plan, but more of an update. See how the numbers pan out when we go out for bid, so.
It would be very nice if they included the public this next time.
Did they not last time?
Not really. They did the whole plan. They had one open house up at the school, and if you showed up for that one open house, that's not called including the public and plan it.
Okay.
That's called, I planned it, that's a typical, I'm sorry. I don't want to mean to insult any engineers. That's a typical, I've designed it, what do you think about it?
Mhm.
Rather than what you want it to look like in design. So it would be really nice if they found somebody who believed that we could have board meetings and discuss what people might like to see.
I think that's already something that Dennis wants to prioritize, so we will almost certainly be doing more of that.
Hopefully.
And then I'm sure most of you have heard already, but just so you know, the Library Association has returned the town's offer of $1 to purchase the John Tomei Memorial Library. Their counter offer is $1 plus closing costs, and the board of selectmen will be reviewing that offer on Tuesday, so.
good.
And if you didn't know already, our plan is to purchase the library to be the new town hall, so. And that is pending, of course, the library's transfer over to the old school. Staff updates.
There you go. Miss Cindy, what do you got for us?
The certified local government grant requires that the commission who is in charge of the certified local government business make a motion to actually apply for said grant and indicate that the commission is thoroughly in support of the concept of the grant, which is to update our, talking about things that are, a little more than 10 years old, update our guidelines. And I would like for the commission, as a matter of fact, I would make the motion that the commission approve and support the application to the State Historic Fund Certified Local Government Sub-Grant Program for a approximately $20,000 for assistance in updating the guidelines. The scope of work is not completely determined, but that's my motion.
Okay.
We support it.
Somebody want to second that motion?
Second.
Okay, Sean second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, then I will be having to write that up and have some, run down some chairman to sign it, so when it comes time to put it with the grant request package. Grant is due middle of February, draft is due February 2nd. We won't hear about this till April. So it's not gonna be something that's totally immediate, but however, I would really like folks to spend a little time in their books. And as we remember things, just circle sections, like we really should fix this one. There's a bunch of stuff we should fix on materials
Yeah, it's,
and yeah, and start sticking stuff in the pages, because it will make it so much easier. We do have an estimate from Peak Consulting for Ashley Bushy who did this estimate. But her focus would be on doing book 2 thoroughly with recommendations for book 3. And I sort of understand that, because to do both books, because when she means thoroughly, she means every single section would get a complete review. But the sections are mirrored in book 3. So in a sense, you could do one thoroughly with instructions on how you make the same fixes in the other one.
because it seems like book 3 has more errors and additions and two books.
I'm not sure that's true. But one of the things will be to sort of look at what isn't in parallel. And lots of things get hidden in these books. It's called, where is the thing about lights? What are we doing? What's landscaping doing and what's it not doing? So, I think when she says thoroughly on 2, it gets into how functional is some of the layout. And yeah, this layout is far older than 2010.
Oh,
And this is almost as old as you are.
I do. Okay. Anything else, Miss Cindy?
No, I don't think so.
How about minutes?
Oh,
Yep.
one thing, Excel update.
Yeah.
Excel has had to apply to the Army Corps of Engineers in order to get their bypass done, in addition to applying to FERC. And so if anybody is interested, I would be happy to send you what their application looks like. But the task force, I'm gonna send it to Brian. Yes, he might actually read it.
Sure.
And the Excel task force will be meeting last week of January, because we have a policy that we respond in writing. Not necessarily at great length, but we respond to everything. And this is the first time we will be responding to the Army Corps. We want them to know we're here. We're just trying to establish presence. And that's it.
Okay. Anybody else have anything? Make a motion to adjourn.
Now you have to do your minute.
Oh, minutes.
There was something, what was it? Very good. It was very good.
Okay. Somebody want to make the motion?
No, we're gonna sit here all night.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second?
I'll second, whatever. Looks good.
Really enthusiastic.
You gonna find it?
No.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
I,
Thanks, Steve. All right.
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna add that you accepted her resignation.
oh,
I said that.
oh, yes, thank you. Thank you. It was something.
Please.
Thanks, Amy.